I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Welcome to Tuesday. It is Travel Tuesday today.
Yes, it is.
And we are talking about fishing. Did I ever ask you if you went fishing when you were younger?
Yes.
But you don't go fishing now.
I do not know.
Any desire? Even just a little?
To be honest, I recently have thought about it. Like, it's a really nice kind of meditative experience. I don't necessarily want to go, like, sea fishing, deep sea fishing.
I've done that before. I got so seasick.
Yeah, but like fishing in a river, fishing in a lake or pond.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
It's so funny. When my son was very young, he still loves fishing.
Oh, yeah.
However, when they're young, they don't understand. You have to wait. And sometimes there's no guarantee, right? So we would find a place where like a man-made lake or a pond, and they would put all this fish so that the probability of catching a fish was very high.
Yes.
So I remember going to those places in Korea.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, in Korea, went to a fishing cafe one time.
Fishing cafe?
Yeah.
What's that?
It has a big tank with lots of fish. And you actually fish.
Really?
Like, you put out the line.
Yeah.
And you, like, grab it and...
As you're drinking coffee.
Yeah, as you're drinking coffee.
Oh, that's funny.
As you're eating your little snacks.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The cafe does not smell good, though.
Okay.
The cafe smells like fish.
Okay. All right, so we are talking about Lofoten Island's trip, Stay Put by the Fireplace. Now, they've been on this island, and fishing is the highlight. Well, Tyla, the woman, caught a really big fish. And so Coulter is going to cook the fish, okay?
Yum.
So he says, stay put by the fireplace. So if you stay put, what does this mean?
So this is similar to just saying stay. It means to not leave, right?
Yeah.
Stay put. There is the feeling that you're by something and you don't want to move because someone will come back.
Right. So, of course, a mother says this 1,000,000 times to their kids when they're young.
Hey, stay put.
Stay put. Don't go anywhere. 가만히 있어.
Yeah.
Right? So this is very, very commonly used. But we'll see how it's used today. How about this expression? If you soak up, especially the sun or the sunshine, what are you doing?
Yes. So this soak up means to absorb, and it has a few meanings that we will see today. And one of the meanings is to completely enjoy something.
Yes.
To really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like if you soak up the Mediterranean sun, you're really enjoying the sun in the Mediterranean.
And getting a suntan, probably.
True. All right. This is a great expression. It doesn't hurt. Now, if we take it literally, it means 안 아파, right?
Right.
But what is it saying here?
Here, it's saying, well, nothing bad will happen. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll be helpful.
We might as well try.
Okay. All right. So let's see how these expressions are used in the dialogue.
It was so nice out there, soaking up the sun and breathing the clean air.
And it didn't hurt that you caught the biggest fish of the day, and now I have to make dinner.
Well, those were the terms of the bet. Your terms, by the way.
How was I to know you would catch a monster fish like that?
Since it's our anniversary, I'll forget the bet and help you make dinner.
No way. You stay put by the fireplace and enjoy every minute of your victory.
Please join us on page 128. You can find our power dialogue there. Okay, so let's begin. Tyla says, it was so nice out there soaking up the sun and breathing the clean air. So when you're in a place where there's nature, the weather is great and it's just so refreshing, you soak it all in.
Yes.
Right? You soak it up.
Right. So this soak up means to absorb, right? To soak up.
Yeah.
And depending on the context, the meaning is a little different.
Okay.
Here, when you say soak up the sun, there is the feeling that you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
But you're also getting a suntan.
So you're intentionally trying to get a tan.
Right.
Okay.
So, for example, some people go to the beach and they wear as little clothing as is appropriate for the beach because they just want all of the sun to touch their skin.
That's right.
Then there are other people.
Like Korean people.
Well,
a lot of Korean people.
That wear like those leshkad, right? Yes. Those that like swimsuit that covers the entire body and a mask. Even if you are enjoying the sunny weather outside, I almost think you can't say soak up the sun.
Right, that's right. Because if you are soaking something up, it's like your skin has to kind of be exposed.
Yes.
Because if it's hidden, you can't really soak it up.
Right.
Right?
But it's not always used with the sun.
Yes.
For example, you can soak up a view, right? Maybe there's just some beautiful mountain range that you're looking at, and you just take a moment to appreciate everything in that view. That can be soaking up the view, and it has nothing to do with how much clothes you're wearing or not wearing.
Totally. So it's like the soaking up is just taking in, whether it's your eyes or your ears or, feeling, whatever it may be, your senses, and just taking it all in.
Yes.
Okay. So they're soaking up the sun, they're breathing clean air, and then Coulter says,
and it didn't hurt that you caught the biggest fish of the day, and now I have to make dinner.
This is a really interesting expression, Cameron. It doesn't hurt, or it didn't hurt. Literally, it means, oh, I'm okay. I'm not in pain.
Right.
But what is the common usage of this expression?
Yeah, this is like saying, oh, it was a bonus that. It made it better that. In this case, catching the biggest fish, that would make me really happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. It was the highlight.
Right? So Tyla has already said she enjoyed these other things. And then Coulter's like, yeah, I bet the big thing you enjoyed was catching the fish.
Right.
I bet it didn't hurt that you also caught that fish.
Right. So it has nothing to do with hurt. It's like saying, that was an extra bonus.
Yes.
Wasn't that great? Okay. So it didn't hurt. And sometimes we can say this like, it doesn't hurt in the present tense. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask. This is a very common statement. 그냥 물어봐.
Yeah.
Like if they say no, it's no. If they say yes, great. It doesn't hurt to ask. What does that mean?
It will not cause something bad to happen.
Yes.
It's often like the only possibilities are neutral or good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It won't hurt you.
It won't hurt you.
Yes, that's right. So it doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, Tyla says, well, those were the terms of the bet. Your terms, by the way. So they made a bet. And they set terms, T-E-R-M-S. Those are like rules?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this word term or terms has a lot of different meanings. If you think about when you're studying English, you learn terms, which are expressions or phrases.
Yes.
So in the same way, think of these terms as in the phrases in a contract. So they've made a bet, right?
Right.
And the terms are the conditions, the words and phrases, the rules that they've set for this bet.
And isn't it true when you see like an agreement, there's always at the top terms of agreement?
Yes.
Number 1, number 2, number 3, right? It just goes down the list. So basically it's just like here are the rules or here is like our agreement. Okay. And Coulter says, how was I to know you would catch a monster fish like that? Great pattern. How was I to know?
Yes. So this is a way of saying it was impossible for me to know. I could not have expected or imagined this.
Right. How would I know that?
Yeah.
Right. How was I to know? We'll give you more examples in just a bit. Tyla says, since it's our anniversary, I'll forget the bet and help you make dinner.
Then Coulter says, no way. You stay put by the fireplace and enjoy every minute of your victory.
Okay. So the woman catches the fish and the husband basically cooks.
Yes.
And he says, no. Because Tyler says, I'll help you cook. And then he says, you stay put. Now we can understand why a mom would say this to a child, but in an adult context, what kind of feeling do you get?
Yeah, so this can be, obviously, two adults often don't say this.
Yeah.
Because it might be rude.
Right.
Except in the case where it's like, do not move. I do not want you to have to do work.
That's right.
I will not let you help me.
Mm-hmm.
I am responsible for all the hard work. You relax.
Yeah. You have a dinner. You're making dinner. And then your friend's like, oh, let me help you. Come on, tell me what to do. No. You stay put. Yeah. You stay put. Don't move.
Yeah. You stay put on the couch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's listen to that one more time.
It was so nice out there, soaking up the sun and breathing the clean air.
And it didn't hurt that you caught the biggest fish of the day, and now I have to make dinner.
Well, those were the terms of the bet. Your terms, by the way.
How was I to know you would catch a monster fish like that?
Since it's our anniversary, I'll forget the bet and help you make dinner.
No way. You stay put by the fireplace and enjoy every minute of your victory.
It's time for Power Note. We're on pages 130 and 31. If you soak up something, especially the sun or sunshine, you're really enjoying it fully, right?
Yes.
But you can also soak up information or knowledge, right?
Yeah.
As in like learn, absorb.
Right. And it's the feeling that you're learning a lot quickly.
Yeah.
Almost like you hear it one time and you know it forever.
Like children when they're
Yes.
growing. They soak up everything. Okay. Did the kids enjoy story time at the library today?
They soaked up every word of the fascinating story the librarian read.
Yeah. So imagine those kids looking at the librarian and like, wow, and just soaking it all in. She sat by the beach, soaking up the sun and enjoying the peaceful waves. Hey, Cam.
Yes.
Do you like to soak up the sun?
I do not. Not at all.
Not at all. Do you get burned?
I do sometimes get burned.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to tan very easily.
Yeah.
But I don't, I go dark really quickly.
Well, that's surprising because some, paler skin tend to burn.
Yes.
I know I had a lot of friends who were white and they burned.
Right. No, I think my whole family, we tend to just immediately get quite a bit darker.
Really?
Of course, if we're outside for a very long time.
Sure.
But yeah, my mother and my sister loved to tan.
Oh.
I absolutely hated it growing up.
Because, let's be real. A lot of American people like to tan.
Yes.
They like that tanned look.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like to soak up the sun? There's that song, I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Is that Sheryl Crow?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I lived by the beach. So there were many summers where I soaked up the sun. But these days, no.
Always wearing the sun cream.
Yeah, you gotta protect your skin.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay, all right. It doesn't hurt. Means what you're really saying is that, hey, don't worry. It's not going to be bad. In fact, it could be good.
Yes.
You never know. Okay. I wanted these shoes, but this one has a scuff mark on the back.
It doesn't hurt to ask for a discount. You never know what they might offer.
When you go shopping in America and you find shoes or clothes and there's something wrong, it never hurts to ask for a discount.
Yes.
And most likely, they will give it to you.
They'll try to give it to you.
Yeah.
So this is hard to do in chain supermarkets, but local supermarkets.
Yeah.
When I would go shopping with my mom, she would have me find cans that have a dent in it. Like canned tomatoes, canned green beans. And if the can is damaged, you can get it for cheaper. So she would go looking at all of the other food items, any canned food she needed. She would say, okay, I need canned corn. Cameron, go see if there's any with a dent in it.
Yes.
But you had to be careful.
Yeah.
It couldn't be open.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Then
they won't sell it. Yeah, they won't
And then it
sell
becomes dangerous.
Yes, that's right.
Right? There could be some kind of bacteria in it. But, yeah, that's how you get some discounts. Only at local supermarkets,
though.
Oh,
that's really... And thank you for that tip, Cameron.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
It doesn't hurt to ask. And I will tell you that in America, it is almost always they will give you a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's okay. Hey, why not? Okay. You're pretty accurate with your coding, but it doesn't hurt to double check your work. Oh, this is fine. I'm good. No, I'm sure. No, it doesn't hurt to double check.
Yep. Double check, triple check.
Triple check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Let's give one more example with it doesn't hurt.
So, yeah, this whole sense of double checking things is very common when you're saying, oh, it doesn't hurt. Let's say, for example, you want a promotion.
Yeah, I've been wanting a promotion for a long time, actually.
Really?
Well, there's no promotion at EBS.
Yeah, our type of job doesn't have a lot of promotion.
That's right.
Maybe a raise.
Oh, a raise.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask for a raise.
Right.
All they can say is no.
No. That's right. That is true.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes, just do it. That's what it's saying. All right. Stay put means don't move. Remain in that place. Why didn't you come home last night?
When it started snowing, we decided to stay put and waited until it passed.
Yeah. When the weather's not good, you want to stay put.
Yeah.
You don't want to be driving around town. The dog was told to stay put while the owner fetched its leash.
Yes.
Does Simba, your dog, know how to stay put?
He does, but there's a time limit.
Oh.
Only a little bit of time. He's really good, though.
Oh.
He will not, grab a treat. I can put a treat in front of him.
You trained him like that.
And he will wait and wait and wait.
And what's your command word?
Mogul. Whenever he has to eat the treat.
Yeah.
However, he does not stay put whenever he sees another dog.
Oh, totally.
He's got to run over.
He got to go over.
And say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our power pattern today is, how was I to know? I have no idea. What do you think? I have no idea. How was I supposed to know?
There was no way for me to know this.
Okay. How was I to know that guy was your brother?
Yeah, maybe you were hitting on him at a bar.
Yeah.
I
know.
Trying to get a date.
Cute. Yeah.
And you're like, that's my brother. Don't try to date him.
Yes.
How was I to know it was an illegal parking spot?
Well, 내가 그걸 어떻게 알아?
Yeah.
Right? It's that feeling.
Yeah, there was no sign.
There was no sign. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Our power vocab is the word terms. Do check out the definition on page 132. And what else should our listeners do?
Please go to Audio Hakdang and you can soak up a lot of great information.
Oh my gosh.
Through all of the educational content.
Wonderful. And make sure to join us a little bit later at 6 p.m. for our live show evening special. See you there.
Bye-bye.